Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another blueprint overview from the workshop. As many of you may recognise, this is the starship from Among Us. It has all the rooms from Among Us and it's a very detailed blueprint. This is also vanilla and survival ready, so you can use this in your world. The thrusters used are a mix of hydrogen and ion, mostly hydrogen. As you can see, there are 4 Gatling turrets, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, and there are 2 rocket launchers at the front. As you can see, the main boosters appear like they would in the game, 2 large hydrogen engines, and I believe you can see some of that on the inside as well. So let's have a look on the inside. As you can see, I'm in the cafeteria. This is the room you always start in Among Us, and it's a very accurate representation. So I think I'll go this way first, into the weapons area. So as you can see, there's a control seat exactly like there is in Among Us. So you can control all 4 Gatling turrets, you can turn them on and off, and you can control each one. This is a lot like the actual room in Among Us. This is just a 3D version of it. And what's great about this is I just love that it's vanilla and you can use this in survival. This is survival ready. So moving into the oxygen room, as you can see, we've got a couple of planters here and some oxygen tanks. So this is a control panel to control these oxygen tanks. So you can turn these off if you wanted to sabotage, so you could actually play Among Us with this map. So let's move into the navigation area. This is actually a functional bridge, so I'm assuming that this is the main control seat in the middle. Now we have the option to look at this camera, which is just above the bridge I believe, and this camera, which I believe is the back of the ship. We can control the rocket launchers, we can turn on and off the Gatling turrets, the hydrogen thrusters, and there's a jump drive on this ship. These 2 consoles here are just meant as seats for players to control other things in, and we've got a couple of programmable blocks here, as well as some ladders, and you can see the vent system is down there. So moving down here, this is the shield area. Now there's not really much going on in here, because there isn't shields in this, but it's an area where you can refill the rocket launcher. I like how they used the battered armour for this. I think it looks really cool. I'm not sure how accurate that would be to the actual game, but I think it's a good choice for a map like this. If you were playing actual Among Us, it just adds a lot more detail. So moving into the communications area, so we've got a nice LCD up here. And as you can see, this controls the antenna and the beacon on this ship. So you can turn both of these off, sabotaging it I guess. You can change the range of each one, and I believe the beacon is a distress signal. Yeah, there you go, SOS. But I'll turn that off because we don't want help this time. Moving into the storage area, there's an airlock here where people would get thrown out, the imposters would get thrown out of here. That's really cool. And you may be able to tell there are a few cameras around here. I believe you can control these cameras in security, just like the actual game. There are cargo containers and freight blocks in this room. You could use this in an actual world. Moving down here into electrical. So we've got a couple of batteries. I'm just going to turn my lights on here. Using the catwalk blocks from, I believe, the decorative blocks pack, one of them. And we've got the lockers. So these 2 batteries are kind of backup power, and there is a large reactor in the main engine room. There is a vent there as well. So moving down here into the lower engine. So as you can see, there is access to one of the hydrogen tanks in here. So you can turn this off, shoot it, grind it, whatever, and sabotage. Not much really to say about this one. It's just a room with a hydrogen tank in it and a couple of cargo containers. So moving down here, we'll move into security first, I think. So this room is fairly plain, but I believe it is in the actual game. So in this control seat, as you can see, we have the options to control 5 cameras. So let's try 8 and 9, because I believe these are external cameras. Yeah, those are the front and the back cameras. And let's have a look at cameras 1, 2 and 3. So this camera, you can see the main navigation room. This is the medbay, I believe, which I haven't been to yet. And this is the cargo storage area. And there are some more lockers here. Very nice. Moving in to the reactor room. So as you can see, there is the large reactor. You can turn this on or off, just like in the actual game. So you can sabotage this and just wander in and say, who the hell did that? There's a control panel here. Nothing that you can... there's nothing programmed into this, so you could put anything in there. And there are a couple of programmable blocks here. So there is code in here. I'm not entirely sure what this does. I have them enabled, so I'll have to find out what that does. Moving down here into the upper engine. It's just the same as the lower engine, but just in reverse. So we've got another large hydrogen tank. and a couple of cargo containers through here. Fair amount of storage in this ship, and more vent access. What is this? This is not a room in Among Us. I believe this is an extra room. There's a toilet in here, a shower, a couple of these locker things. So nice that they added an extra room. There was obviously some empty space. But moving into the final room, this is the med bay. I would say this is probably the most detailed room. There's a spotlight here for the scanning chamber. I like that. That's good. So I believe you can turn that on. The scanner light, just like in the actual game, and it scans you and tells you if you're an imposter or not. Nice LCD here, and there's the camera where I was viewing this room from earlier. Medical station here, more vent access. We've got 4 beds, and I believe that's it for this room. So now I'm going to be having a look inside the vents. So going down here, I may need my lights for this. So this is basically just a full... Oh, okay. Okay, so you can go... Okay, so it's slightly different to the actual game, so you can actually go from room to room in these, but I don't believe they're all linked up. I believe the other vents might actually just be for oxygen. I was under the impression that you'd be able to go through all of them, but apparently not, but that's cool. So I'm going to go over some of the details in this room now. So there's a vending machine. You can buy yourself some Clan Cola. Is there Cosmic Coffee? There is. So Clan Cola and Cosmic Coffee you can buy from there. Nice kitchen area here. Lots and lots of tables. And you can play the emergency meeting. Okay. So we've got a nice use of a sound block there. Doesn't look like there are red emergency lights when something goes wrong, but that doesn't matter. There are some planters around the edges. And there's a nice, looks like gold, but I think it's just a yellow seat over here, and then another seat. So yeah, this map is really, really cool. And it's a great representation of what the actual Among Us map would be like in 3D. The workshop link to this will be in the description below, as well as my Instagram and Discord server. If you have any video suggestions, please let me know, and I will most likely make those videos. Any blueprints or worlds or mods you want me to review, please do put them in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video. Please like if you enjoyed, as it does mean a lot to me, and consider subscribing to this channel for more uploads. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one.